Mr. Powers. Let's click into that. There we are. Yeah, no, so Hermes has been losing some weight. So I have to take him to, he has medicine he takes for his thyroid. Hermes is 17, just for anybody who doesn't know. He is an old man. So I have to take him in on Tuesday for them to check his thyroid levels to see if he needs his medicine increased. But when I got his medicine refilled the other day, I went to open the bottle today and it's wrong. It's the wrong dosage. So I called them this morning and was like, hey, what's up with that? And they called and they tried to call, but I was streaming and I didn't see the phone vibrate. So I was trying to call them back while I was taking a break really quick. But they put me on hold forever. And then I realized that I can just call them after we're done because they're open until 5:30. So I'll just call them after we're done. He's fine. He's just old. He's just an old man. He's rickety and old. That's all. He's a very expensive old man. His tests, I have to get him tested regularly, and it's a little costly. But that's because, you know, he's old. So, all right. Hi, Socks. Yep, okay. Mr. Powers? Yeah, yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick? What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could have conceivably done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed the crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly upon accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So, who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? The assistant girl. Like, so the security lady is old, right? And they were talking about how the spear is heavy. The assistant girl slings around light equipment, and Maya was talking about how the light equipment was a lot heavier than she thought it was. So yeah, no, she's, yeah, totally. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. Never underestimate the trouble a second grader could cause. Oh no, no, they are super trouble. It's the best kind of mayhem sometimes. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. So you're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo. Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh. Uh-oh. Bad feeling time. Except it wasn't. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury. Powers and poor Hammer were at the run-through. Oh, and me. What about the assistant? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look at the Steel Samurai look with that costume. But she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. Did she limp? I kind of take the legs out from under that case. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you, as I warned. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Maybe we move on, Mr. Wright. This fight isn't over yet. If you would, Your Honor, one more chance, please. Very well, go ahead. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder? I guess the security lady. It was the security lady. Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper! Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you! Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. And then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Well, why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? ... The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. Oh, he's shady. He's got something up his sleeve. He's not gonna... I don't trust that. I don't trust it at all. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you won't think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way? I mean, I really don't feel like she did it. I also don't feel like we should give her a break. I don't know. This is a hard call. Because I don't think she did it. Like, I don't think it was her. There is no giving of breaks. We do not give breaks here. Sherlock Holmes 2. The elementary finding more money, my good plot, right? She was a little too sus. No, she's super sus. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's action on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy. The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, though. As you said, 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it be nice to kids and mean to your elders day? Whippersnapper. I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? Boop, 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 boop. This is my proof. ... I can't see how that has anything to do with this matter. Mr. Wright, there aren't that many pieces of evidence in the court record. Please try not to pick the wrong ones. I'll ask again. You have proof. I I know, called out, right? So it's either the spear, because the spear's too heavy, maybe, or the key card, like he couldn't get in because he's not an employee. Spear. Your Honor, the murder weapon was a samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. Oh, that's it. No, nothing's height locked. Oh, except the grate. You have to be really small to go through the grate opening. But yeah, the spear is in the picture. Like, the boy couldn't have had the spear unless there's another one. But that spear, the repaired spear that is the murder weapon. Yeah, no, the spear in the picture doesn't look broken. So that's a thing, too. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Bam! Wait a second! I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking! Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Hi, buddy. Hi, you want something to eat? Here you go. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Oh, geez, son. There you go. Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify! My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not going to let them get away scot-free. Okay. Miss Oldbag! This is crucial information! Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Nom 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 nom. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder press. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course! Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There's a Studio 2. Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but we'll continue. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. So they were actually in the studio. Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. I'll kill this woman. I swear it. I feel sorry for Edgeworth, almost. She really left him hanging on this one. Alright, make sure he gets down okay. There you go, buddy. Alright. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Them? Who are these people? The director and the producer. The director, we should have known something was fishy. Poor Edgeworth. I mean, I don't feel that bad for him. So, alright. Studio 2. Yep. And then we go through that part again. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue? I think I've already asked all my questions. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witnesses, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people who we have just been told of. Have fun. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Bam! More investigation required. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. Or should I say, we'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. To be continued. Save your progress, yes, please. Tenant, Day 2, investigation time. October 18th, Wright and Company Law Offices. Ooh, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and the producer? Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. So excitable. What do you think we should do? Why don't we do what you just said? We gotta get to the scoop on this director and producer. Oh, right. Then there's no point hanging out here. That's what I've been saying. Let's get to the studio pronto. Oh, Hermes wants to go take a nap. Scratch this ooter. Rotten head. He's like, Mom, why did you touch me? Now I have to bathe. Ugh. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. It's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. There's not enough information. Alright. Let's see, we can go to the detention center, or we can go to the studio. Let's go to the detention center. October 18. Detention center visitors room. Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth. You can say that again. Let's not. So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction? So, sorry, but no. Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes. The fanboy. Do fanboys sneak into the studio often? No, not that I know of. That security lady is pretty strict with them. But in today's testimony, didn't she say they were often hanging around? The kids really, really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. The director. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate should move. Why didn't you tell us that before? Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet. That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big. I see. Whose side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you? No, I sure hope not. Side note, I just got an offer from 1-800-Flowers. Don't do it. Don't do it. Resist. Resist. If you need flowers, call your local flower shop. I might have strong feels about that. Belated. Yeah. I get I have strong feels. I have strong feels about using internet floral services instead of calling your local flower shop. Shout out to the name of my local flower shop that I'm not going to say here that I used to work for. Because I worked there for like 2 years, so I have strong feels about using local shops. Oh no, I sure hope not. Alright. To the studio! Are we going to have to talk to her again? She's going to be mad at us. She's going to be so mad at us. October 18th, 2:16 p.m. Global Studios main gate. Can you shout out a place without you actually using their name? I mean, no, but I can shout out the concept of local flower shops over internet services. So take it as that. Take it as that kind of shout out, because that I could do. No one's here. Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody. I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey, in the guard station. Look, she left her donuts. Maya. Maya. What? I wasn't gonna eat them. Uh-huh, sure. Okay. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Huh? It looks like it's been turned off for the day. Overhead map of the studios. We saw that. Security guard station. Miss Oldbag must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. Looks like a studio van. Yada yada. They probably have a police officer on patrol. I mean, yeah, because... Yeah. Alright. Outside Studio 1. Well, we can go to the employee area, actually. Because we know we're going to try... I'm going to want to go to Studio 2 if I can. So let's go to the employee area first. Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey. Hi. WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh? Oh, don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh. Oh. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh? Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right. I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right. See you later, then. Good luck with your investigation. It's like they wrote me into the game, right? Examen. So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain? So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey, Nick! If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you? What, you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Whoa, she serious? Uh-oh. Rip it open or leave it be. We are an agent of chaos. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes. Ah, there. That should make the kids happy. The things we do. The train grate is off, and I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that? Must be nice to live so free of guilt. My goodness. They need to clean up all these bones. Just, prediction, you still allowed someone to get in for a murder. Basically, yeah. No, we signed the death warrant of other people at the studio. Well, we haven't had a case yet where we have multiple murders. We haven't had that yet. I mean, I watched so much Midsummer Murders, by the way. Midsummer Murders is really good if you like detective stuff. I watched so much of that, I'm so used to, like, at least 2 or 3 people are dead by the end. Like, there's never just a single murder. Somebody else always dies. It's usually a witness of some sort will get the big axe. Yeah, no, lots of people die in Midsummer Murders. Every single one of them. I have to watch the newer ones. I have access to them now. I need to watch them because I haven't watched them in a while. I think I'm like 2 seasons behind, which means I'm like 8 hours behind because it's Midsummer Murders and they're like an hour and a half long each at least. The remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. A T-bone. Yeah, clean up the steaks. They're gonna get moldy. There's mold on the gross. That would be gross. Mold. Gross. All right. Door of the dressing room. It's not locked. Let's go in. Maybe there'll be something else to steal. Hey, we're not thieves. But we did take that card key. We borrowed that. There's a difference. All right. So let's see if there's something in there. I don't think there is going to be because we found the card key in there, but he did say the Steel Samurai suit was in the corner. So we might be able to, like, look at the corner. And this is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Powers says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh. She's got a point. That's actually a really good point. Like, if he hadn't been asleep, what would they have done? It's locked. I guess he doesn't open the window much. Da-da-da. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Da-da-da-da. I wonder what's inside. Hey, supermarket tabloids. Wow, I'm kind of shocked. Maya, leave those alone. Wolfmen found on Mars? I'll have to buy that issue. I admittedly used to buy the super brightly colored Examiner, like, tabloid rags at the supermarket because I found them incredibly amusing. I used to buy them probably once every 2 or 3 months. I would pick one up while I was out at the grocery store and then just weird. They're so weird. It's great, but I got to the point where I was like, I can't spend money on that. I can't do it. Not when there's the internet. I can't spend money on that. The array of cosmetics. Samurai Boogie Woogie. Get with the picture. Look, explain to me just how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig. I like samurai movies. Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, we already saw all this stuff. Nothing new here. But she did raise an interesting point of what would they have done if he had been awake? Oh, hello. Oh, ho, ho, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. Alright, you have stuff to talk about? Yeah, studios. So how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah, can you believe it? We were just talking about that. What about the fanboy? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director? More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer, huh? Alright. Doot. October 18th. Studio 1 entrance. Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today? Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. I mean, yeah. That's exactly what we want to do. Outside Studio 2. 100% that's what we want to do. Wait, didn't they say, like, there's a trailer outside of Studio 2? But, I mean, that's like a van. It's not really a trailer. This place is deserted. Crash. Nick! What was that noise? Sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Is that a trailer? Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh. It's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No. But there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. If they'll let us. Alright. I know we're in an urgent situation, but we're gonna kind of look at here because there's some suspicious things going on in this area. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Oh, this being broken. Oh, I think we are gonna have another murder. This seems. These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. The magic of video games. Quick, you have to save my mother. 3 hours of fishing later. I mean, that's accurate. I'm just like, yeah, la, 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 la. Socks, you're right next to my foot. You're making me nervous. She's just like, no, why are you nervous? I'm not being suspicious at all. Everyone knows time's frozen when story isn't progressing. Yeah. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. What is it with steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place. What? I don't know. It just feels odd. It's because there's no bones. Excuse me, madam. Excuse me, madam. Thank you. There's no bones. Where are the bones? An incinerator. Apparently, they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. They just put it in. Why is it being used already? What are they incinerating over here? A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? It's fine. It's fine. Move. We gotta go back so that we can get to the gate because we need a key. Examine. The security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the cameras. Oh, please don't touch anything in there. The security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew. I really want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time. Oh. I wonder if there is something that we can... How do we... Let's go back and then examine the door. Maybe it's because I need to examine the door of the trailer. The trailer door is locked. The key is probably in the security guard station. I doubt they'd let us borrow it. It's just a question of... I love how the music is no longer scary. It's like, oh, you walked away for a minute. There's no problems here now. All of the problems are fine. There's a big 2 painted here. Probably because it's a studio too. Probably, though it doesn't look anything like a studio. Alright. I wonder. Great. It won't fit. We can't get the key from her. Maybe we were supposed to go do that before we talked to her. I don't know. I don't think that they would soft lock me like that, though. It doesn't feel like they would. I mean, maybe if we leave and go to, like, the detention center or something and come back, she'll be gone. But I don't know. Just gonna see, because, like, this is all the same. Nothing extra. Let's go to our office for a second. Go to the detention center. Nothing extra new with you. Let's see if he'll talk to us about this photo. Regarding this photograph. Yes? This really, truly, absolutely isn't you, right? Right. I was sleeping in my dressing room the whole time, honest. But who else could have worn it? Your costume was in your dressing room? Yes. I guess I snuck in and took it while I was asleep. But who? Yeah, alright. Alright, she's still here, so... There has to be something that we're missing. Which is fine. I mean... We went back in the studio, so that gave us a new pop-up. I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it is a murder scene. I want to go someplace else. Nick? We already saw that. I think this is all the same. Smile, Nick, you're a star. Stop that. I want to know what this bag is. Alright. Examine. Must be something. Something that I'm missing that will let us get into the trailer because the door is locked. Too bad we can't go back to that hotel and get the screwdriver out of the drawer. Alright. Nothing really in here. I know my brain's getting tired. There's gotta be something. Talk to her about this picture. Could you take a look at this? That's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this anyway? Looks like she didn't know about this photo or the injury that morning. Never mind. I'm not really sure what that is. Sorry. Let's see. Wow, they gave a lawyer one of those key cards? Well, I'm sort of borrowing it. I see. You better be careful not to lose that. They're very strict about those card keys here. I guess they're pretty good about keeping these out of outsiders' hands. Thanks, I'll be careful. Okay. Say, you work with props, right? About the murder weapon. You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around. So you'd have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of? Let's go here and go in here. Ah! We had to come back here because we let the kid in. WTF! Who are you dudes, Lemo? I would not call that a child. That's not a child. Huh? We? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, lamers. How would you not know the great Sal Manella? His name is Sal Manella? Salmonella? But I make delete shows to steal samurai mine. RTFC, read the film credits. Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. You looked so sorry. No. Quite all right. Really. It's fine, Raffle. What is it? You know, on closer inspection. Yeah. Hot. Ugh, gross. Hey, do you do a lot of cosplay? 'Cause that costume rock stars. Rock stars? What? Hey, you're drooling. Huh? Lol, buffer overrun. You triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. The sequel to the Steel Samurai Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo. Ruffle, Lamo. Pink Princess? Why is it gonna be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo? Maya, we really need to talk about cool. I've never wanted someone to be the murderer before now. Yeah. Okay. The day of the crime. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who you dudes are. That security lady told you about us, eh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning, then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. Heh, I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch, sad face. A T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, sucksores. I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does sucksores mean? No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4 with the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who's at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez. She's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary, though. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon until 4 the whole time. Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over there at the network and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension, sweats. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. Scowl. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. Don't know what to... How about this picture? ... This is WP, right? How do you know? Well, look, he's obviously dragging his foot. Oh, right. The director would know about the injury. He was there. Yeah, he's the director. Yikes. Big yikes. Alright. We're gonna move. Oof. Oh, Jesus. Aha! You again. Oh. How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your post quickly. Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare steel samurai costume, told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. I guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips. Starting now. 1, 2, 3. This lady's too much. About that kid you said you saw? If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. What? Okay. Sure. Big yikes. Big yikes. Security guard station. Hey, no touching. Better investigate there later. Alright. I guess let's move. No, we don't want to move. And so there's not anybody here. We will go back. I'm going to go back to Studio 1. I'm looking for the assistant. She's somewhere. I have no issues just kind of shuffling my way all over the place. Oh, it's the kid. Hey. Hey, wait. I'll bet he came in right through that drain. Hey, kiddo, what's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Uh-huh. But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. You gotta hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp and pretty mad. I'm Cody. Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddo again. I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer. Oof. So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai? How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai side. Ha ha. You can't fool me. Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8? Ha, easy. Like some fries with that? Not bad, kiddo. Watch it. What are they doing? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day? ... You were here, weren't you? ... Did you see anything? He always... The Steel Samurai always wins! Always! Yeah, I saw him! I saw everything! What? But no way am I telling you, losers! What? Wait! Let me go! Uh-oh. He's gone. Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out. A bottle? Why was this sitting there, I wonder? That's why he didn't wake up. That is why he didn't wake up when somebody came into his room and stole the costume. Because he was drugged. They put drugs in his food. Empty bottle. Slipped in a pocket. Found on a table in the employee area. The label reads sleeping pills. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. Huh? Where's that old windbag? Odd of her to leave her post. Hey! Oh, she's after the kid. Nick, that was her! Stop! Whippersnapper! Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Natch! Uh-oh, she tripped. Maya sure looks happy. Examine! I gotta stop soon, because I have to have a break between streams. Hey, Nick! Now's our chance! Let's check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh! This is it, Nick! The trailer key! Key to that trailer in Studio 2. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? Yep. Let's go find another body. Pretty sure something terrible. I'm just gonna kind of slip through here. Don't notice me. I wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. I wonder. We had to do a lot to get it, so it opened. Great, let's go, Nick. She still seems eager. She seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Not that eager. Trailer. The Singing Samurai. Samurai Summer. Dynamite Samurai. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Ah, it's the producer, I assume. Oh, someone's in here. Names. Our names? We're WP's lawyers and, I see. And who might you? Dee Vasquez, the producer. Dee Vasquez. She's quite beautiful. Gonna examine this room. Looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set costs. I can't believe they spent that much money on those sets. No. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Oh, you seem like the big names, last names. I mean, yeah. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Another old movie poster. The Singing Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god! That movie was the best! It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing Samurai stars. What's next? Ninja Ballet? Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. This poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories. But it was great! A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse. And an old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Alright, so that's the things that we can examine in this room. Now we will talk to you. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. ... Miss Vasquez? Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. A script? The Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. ... all around. We are getting nowhere fast. I mean, I'm pretty sure that that director chair in the in Studio One had a script in it. We didn't say anything about that, but there was literally a script in that chair. Um, oh, we'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. ... It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV? The nerve of her! Hey, don't get mad at me. The director. About the director. Sal Manella, was it? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick? Are all people in the entertainment business this weird? Yes. It's starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check? Yeah. Wait. Yes? If you see Manila, give him this. Well, why do we have to do your errands? ... I don't think I like her. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. All right, we'll give it to him if we see him. Meska's memo. The memo reads, "Bring me the script for episode 13." Just, oh my god. All right. All right. We will go into the dressing room. And then we're going to save right here. So, big stretch. We have big stretchies. Oh, big poppin' stretchies. All right. So, I will be back in about 2 hours, and we will be doing the House Flipper chill stream. I am going to be doing luxury flipper stuff. I've actually already done the first 2 or 3 whatever in luxury flipper. I did them on my own time, but we're gonna start them over, and I'll just do the missions again so that you can see them and see the progression of them and everything. So that'll be nice. That is what we're gonna do. So I will be back in 2 hours, and I'm gonna go have some dinner. Everybody go have some dinner, and if you feel it, come back and hang out. And if you don't, I'll see everybody later, and I hope you have a good night. Okay, bye.